Nihilism, when nothing really matters. Have you ever sat in silence, staring at the ceiling, asking yourself, what's the point of all this? Why do we wake up, go through routines, chase goals, fall in love, suffer heartbreak, struggle, succeed, fail, if in the end we all vanish into the same oblivion? This isn't just late-night anxiety talking. It's the shadow of a powerful idea. Nihilism, the belief that life, at its core, is completely without meaning. Part 1. The weight of the unknown. We're born into a world mid-conversation. We don't know what came before us, and we certainly can't see what comes after. We fill in the blanks with science, religion, philosophy, but none of it is absolute. The past feels out of reach, the future unknowable. So what does that make the present? An echo? A dream? A flicker of light in a dark, indifferent universe? This tension between our need for meaning and the silence of the cosmos is where nihilism takes root. Part 2. What nihilism really means. Nihilism isn't just about despair or darkness. At its heart, it's the belief that there is no inherent meaning in life, no cosmic purpose, no divine script. The word comes from the Latin nihil, meaning nothing. It's not pessimism, because pessimists still believe in value, just negative outcomes. Nihilists believe there's nothing to win, nothing to lose. Morality, constructed. Love, temporary. Meaning, invented. But here's the twist. That feeling of emptiness, it often emerges not when we're ignorant, but when we start asking better questions. Part 3. The why. Spiral. We all hit that moment, usually in adolescence or early adulthood, where we begin to question everything we were told. Why do I believe what I believe? Where did these values come from? Who decided what's good and what's evil? If you keep asking why again and again, you might find yourself at a dead end. Not because you found truth, but because the ladder you were climbing just stops in midair. Part 4. How nihilism differs from other worldviews. Let's clear something up. Nihilism gets lumped together with a lot of other philosophies, but it's unique. Pessimists think things are bad and getting worse, but they still believe in good. They just think it's losing. Cynics believe people are always selfish, even when they appear kind, but they still see a right and wrong. Apathetic people just don't care, but they might still believe meaning exists. They've just checked out. Nihilism, it goes deeper. It argues that good and evil don't even exist. They're just ideas we made up to make life less terrifying. To the nihilist, the glass isn't half full or half empty. The glass just is, and it doesn't matter. Part 5. Types of nihilism. Like most philosophies, nihilism isn't one size fits all. Over time, it's evolved into multiple strands. Existential nihilism. Life has no inherent meaning or value. This is the version most people refer to. Moral or ethical nihilism. Right and wrong are human inventions, and therefore meaningless. Political nihilism. All political and social structures are flawed beyond repair and should be dismantled. And even epistemological nihilism, the idea that we can't really know anything at all. It sounds extreme, but to someone feeling lost in a world of contradiction and noise, it can also sound like a brutal kind of honesty. Part 6. Nietzsche, the godfather and critic of nihilism. Friedrich Nietzsche is often called the father of modern nihilism, but he wasn't its cheerleader, more like its whistleblower. He famously said, "God is dead," not as an insult to religion, but as a warning. The frameworks we once trusted are collapsing, and we're not ready for the vacuum that creates. Nietzsche feared that, without a new purpose to replace the old, humanity would spiral into despair, or worse, chaos. But he also believed we could rebuild, that we could become Übermenschen, humans who create their own values, their own truths. Part 7. The Paradox of Nihilism. Here's where things get strange. If you believe in nothing, you still believe in something. Nothingness. That belief itself becomes a value. It's a philosophical trap. The more you try to escape meaning, the more your mind creates it. Some nihilists fully embrace the contradiction. Others use it as a launchpad, realizing that if meaning doesn't exist naturally, we can choose to make it. Part 8. Nihilism in today's world. Look around. Our modern world is soaked in nihilism. Religions are declining. Traditional institutions are distrusted. People are defining their own truths, building micro-realities online, defending their right to believe or be anything. On social media, the line between irony, despair, and sincerity is blurry. Memes about meaninglessness spread faster than sermons ever did. We're laughing in the face of the void. But is that humor or fear? Part 9. Is nihilism dangerous? It can be. When nothing matters, cruelty can flourish. If life has no value, then why not exploit others? Why not destroy? This is Nietzsche's warning. He feared that unchecked nihilism would unravel civilization. Without a shared sense of right and wrong, society becomes fragile. But there's another path. Part 10. Finding light in the void. Nihilism strips everything away. But maybe that's not such a bad thing. Maybe in the silence that follows, we hear something new. Not a voice from the heavens, not a cosmic truth, but our own voice, deciding what matters. You can create your own meaning. You can write your own story. You can choose to see beauty, even in a world that doesn't promise it. Maybe the fact that nothing has meaning makes every moment more precious. So yes, life may be brief. It may be absurd. It may be random. But we're here. You're here. And that's enough of a reason to live boldly, think deeply, love intensely, and laugh often. Maybe the point isn't to find meaning. Maybe it's to make it.